Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salutation, peace, and love to the elect around the four corners of the earth, man. And I'm going to start the lesson out with an article from The Guardian. Just go into the scriptures off this article, man. It's from theguardian.com, which the title of the article is "U.S. Inmates Stage Nationwide Prison Labor Strike Over Modern Slavery," man. Because that's all what they came up with the prison system, man. You know, during the time of when they so-called freed slaves, man. I'm just gonna go into the article though. It said organizers say prisoners across the country are expected to refuse to work, hold sit-ins, and even stage hunger strikes. The first part of the prisons likely to be hit will be the kitchens, where stoves will remain unlit. And this started on August the 21st, man. So it started on Tuesday, August the 21st. Ready meals unheated and thousands of breakfasts uncooked. From there, the impact will fan out. The laundry will be left unwashed, prison corridors unmopped, and the lawns on the external grounds ring fenced with barbed wire will go uncut. On Tuesday, America's vast army of incarcerated men and women, man, at 2.3 million of them, that form by far the largest imprisoned population in the world, will brace itself for what has the potential to be the largest prison strike in U.S. history, man. Right, man. So America has 2.3 million people locked up, man. And guess what, man? 95% of the people are the Israelites, man. And it's really higher than that, man. I'm gonna say 98%, man. You know, because you have a lot of confusion in the face that's locked up, man. That they think Edomites, which are really go back to Israel, man. But America has 2.3 million prisoners locked up, man. And America represents only 5% of the world population, man. But it has the largest population of prisoners, man. You know. And then with that being said, man, so like I said, America, I need to look something up though. But if they had 2.3 million, just doing the math, just what I was thinking about it, man. America had 2.3 million people locked up, man, and 98% of them are the Israelites, man. Which over 50% of them are you so-called Negroes, man. The tribe of Judah, man. And America's population is like 380 million people, man. So basically, America has like 9% of their population locked up, man. You know, which are the Israelites, man. Which I'm gonna go into a scripture on that, man, because see, all it's doing is proving who America is, man. You know, who America is in the scriptures, man. Let me see if I'm gonna read down. I'm gonna give the scripture real quick on this, man. Yeah, I'm going to get on Isaiah 42. I'm going to start at verse 19. It said, "Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant. And it's talking about Israel, man. You know, seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but he heareth not. The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. So the Lord magnified the law right now, man, through his men, man. You know, and it's being made honorable, man, because the church is not magnifying the law. They tell you it's okay. You don't have to keep it. We not under the law no more, man. You know, which that's a lie, man. Which we not saved by the law. But, you know, Romans 3:31, man. You know, do we make void the law through faith? The Most High forbid, man, but we established the law, man. Verse 22, this the point. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivered, and for a spoil, and none said restore it, man. Right. And I'm going to keep reading in the article, man, because that's what this is all about, man. But the point was, like I said, they are snared in holes, and they're hidden in prison houses, man. It's 2.3 million people locked up, man. And like I said, 98% of them are the Israelites, man. So this another way of proving who are the Israelites, man. 19 days of peaceful protests are planned across the nation, organized largely by prisoners themselves. So these prisoners that's organizing this, man. It said a strike is being spearheaded by incarcerated members of jailhouse lawyers speak, a group of prisoners providing mutual help and legal training to other inmates, man. Right. A few days ago, they released an anonymous statement setting out their reasons for calling a protest that carries the risk of substantial penal retaliation, man. Right, man, but they don't care, man, because shit, what they like, it can't get no worse, man, of what they going through, man. You know, it said fundamentally, it's a human rights issue. The statement said, prisoners understand that they are being treated as animals. Prisons in America are a war zone. Everyday prisoners are harmed due to conditions of confinement, man. For some of us, it's as if we are already dead. Right. So what do we have to lose? Just like I said, man. Organizers have put together a list of 10 national demands. But like I said, man, they treat it like animals, man. You know, and I'm gonna get the scriptures on it, man. You know, because you got a lot of you got some jakes locked up, man. Been locked up for 30, 40 years just because they political prisoners, man. Just because they spoke out against the government and took a stand. You know, back during the 60s and the 70s, man. You got some jakes in there who done committed crimes, man. You know, but with that all being said, man, the so-called white man, is the devil, man. You know, he get Isaiah 47, man. Cause like the article saying, man, they basically treat it like animals, man. This is Isaiah 47. I'm start at verse 6. Well, I started verse 5 so you get to understand. It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms, man. Right, man. So everything America doing to the Israelites, man, it's all going to come back on their head twofold, man. You know? Like you said, sit down in the darkness, man. America is being brought down low right now, man. Babylon is falling, man, which means Babylon is going to Babylon authority being taken away, man. You know, her authority and influence, she have lost it, man. That's that word mean falling when you look it up in the Greek, man. In Revelation the 18th chapter. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and have given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient has thou very heavily laid thy yoke, man. So the white man ain't never showed us no mercy, man. Even with this whole prison system, man. got Jake locked up. You got Jake in there doing 40, 50 years, life sentences, man. And you show them no mercy, man. You know, you don't show them no mercy. You don't give them no leeway to, you know, because you got women and men locked up, man. You know, you got these women and men doing long bids, man. Just let them marry and they can see each other, you know, have sex, man. That'll cut down on all that homosexual activity going on in the jails, man, that lesbian activity. But Esau love to push Jake into wickedness, man. You know, but like the scriptures say, man, he didn't show them no mercy, man. Thou hast heavily laid thy yoke, man. You know. It said, and thou saidest, I should be a later forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the later end of it, man. Come, man. So for you crackers, man, because you got you crackers today, man. Yeah, you crackers, man. You devils, man. Y'all try to say, well, y'all ain't take part in the ancient slave trade, man. But y'all taking part in this modern day slavery, man. A lot of y'all invested in prisons, man. You know, a lot of y'all get prisoners like y'all, because they use the prisons to do all type of work, man. Just like those those fires in California right now. They using a lot of prisoners, man, paying them like 4 cents an hour, man, to go fight those fires, man. You know, so crackers gonna pay, man. Devils gonna pay, man. So organizers have put together a list of national demands. They include improved prison conditions, an end to life without parole sentences, or death by incarceration, man. Right, man. So a lot of people locked up, they just gonna be in the cage for the rest of their life, man, until they die, man. But don't worry, Esau. That's why you gonna serve 1,000 years of slavery, man. And all this gonna come back up on your head twofold, man. So be ready, man. You know, and like I was saying, man, there's a lot of Jakes in there that's locked up falsely, man, just because they spoke out against this system, man, or just because they took a stand against the evildoers, man. They was locked away 40, 50 years ago, man, and they sitting in there to rot, man. As the authors called them, increased funding, well, I'm going to start it over. They include improved prison conditions and an end to life without parole sentences or death by incarceration. As the authors called them, increased funding for rehabilitation services and an end to the disenfranchisement of some 6 million Americans with felony convictions who are barred from voting. One of the most passionately held demands is an immediate end to imposed labor in return for paltry wages, a widespread practice in U.S. prisons that strike organizers call a modern day form of slavery, because that's what it is, man. More than 800,000 prisoners are daily put to work in some states compulsorily in roles such as cleaning, cooking, and lawnmower. The remuneration can be as woeful in states such as Louisiana as 4 cents an hour, man. Right, man. So this is modern day slavery, man. 4 cents an hour, man. Said the idea that such lowly paid work in a $2 billion industry is equivalent to slavery is lent weight by the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. It bans slavery and involuntary servitude with one vital exception: as punishment for crime whereof the party should have been duly convicted. Prisoners, in other words, have no constitutional right and can be blatantly exploited, man. Right, man. So even though they call themselves abolishing slavery, man, it was a catch to it, man. It was just involuntary, man. So then they started setting it up to where you'll have to commit crimes and you'll be a modern day slave. Therefore, you don't have basically no constitutional rights, man. In addition to a refusal to work, Inmates engaging with the strike plan to go on hunger strikes, hold sit-in protests, and stage a boycott of commissaries, collect phone calls, and other payment streams where private and state-owned companies make money out of them, man. Right, because it's just a business, man. You know, man, if they accept them collect calls, man, you know, and they know. Like, if you have a family member locked up, man, you're going to want to talk to your family member, man. So you have to set up an account and accept those calls, man. You know, and it's just, it's some BS, man. It said a boycott was the brainchild of Benu Hannibal Rason of the Free Alabama movement under the rubric Redistribute the Pain. He called on fellow prisoners to stop channeling either their own or their relatives' money to what he called the prison industrialized complex. He urged participants to spend 25% of what they saved from the boycott on books such as Prison Profiteers, who makes money from mass incarceration. Inmates who join the action know that they face potentially seriously consequences, man. Right, man. Just for speaking up for the right thing, man. You know, they facing serious consequences, man. Participants face being placed individually into isolation cells, while past prison strikes have been met with lockdowns of entire institutions. Communications too are certain to be blocked, leading potentially to a blackout of news on the protests. According to the prison reform activists engaged in planning the strike, retaliatory measures have already started. Corinne Smith, who runs the Gainesville, Florida chapter of the Incarcerated Workers Organizing Committee that is backing the strike, said that prison authorities have moved most of the local strike organizers into solitary confinement wings where they will be unable to communicate with each other. Right, man. And this how the white man operate, man. You stand up against him, man, against his BS, man. This how he always operated, man. Other inmates have been warned that if they continue to contact advocacy groups, they will be moved to the most brutal camps, man. Right, man. So going back to that scripture in Isaiah 42, man, and 22, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. They are hidden in prison houses. They are for a prey and none delivered, for a spoil and none said restore, man. So ain't nobody caring about that, man. You even got higher ups and higher people that's invested in these different prison systems and need different avenues to make money off the prisons, man. You know? Which this all like punishment, man. But this just going to how it's some elect that's in the prison, man. You know? It said a strike comes 2 years after the last major nationwide prison strike in September 2016. Let me just read this last paragraph, man, and I'm gonna cut it out. The strike was coordinated out of Holman Prison in Alabama, a state notorious for its overcrowded and dilapidated penal institutions, by a group of inmates styling themselves the Free Alabama movement, man. Right, man. So going back to that scripture, man, the Most High gave us into y'all hand, man. Y'all ain't show us no mercy, man. You know, see, it was a time our iniquity had an end. And y'all furthering it, man. You know, y'all steady furthering the iniquity of Israel, man. Which y'all gonna pay for that, man. Because these other nations, they invest into those prison systems too, man. Ain't no so-called Chinese man locked up, man, like that in America, man. Ain't no so-called Japanese locked up, Africans, Arabs, East Indians, man. None of y'all are locked up in these prisons, man. So this proves who are the Israelites, man. It said who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not, walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law, man. So this why all this evil came upon us, man. You know? But it was a time our iniquity had an end, man. But you so-called white people furthered it, man. You furthered the affliction, man. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger and the strength of battle, and it hath set him on fire round about, yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart, man. Right, man. You know, cause you got a lot of Jake in prison, man, for different drug sentences, man. You know, but where the drugs come from, man, ain't no it's making no excuse for Jake, man. If you put in a situation, man, and you put in certain situations, man, you gonna do certain things as a man, to survive, man. You know, going back into that because okay, I'm gonna get a precept, man. I'm gonna get Habakkuk 2, man. They don't want you to be when you go to prison, man, it's not set up for you to come out a better person, man. Their whole plan is to keep you in there, man. Their whole plan is to keep you in there because it's free labor, man. You know, you already working for, we already in outside of prison, man. You working for slave wages, man. Okay, when you compare to what the corporation's making to what you making, man. But then in prison, man, it's like you getting paid nothing, man. You know, but it's a lot of Jakes locked up for drug sentences, you know, and different things, man. That the so-called, but that's way worse things that the so-called white man do. Where he hardly serves no time, man. One perfect example is pedophilia, man. So-called white man never hardly ever gets any time for pedophilia, man. And that should be punishable by death, man. Fucking with the kids, man. Shouldn't even be no trial for that, man. This Habakkuk 2:15, man, it said, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy body to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness, man. Right, man. Because if it, just you gotta be honest, man, with everything, man. If it wasn't no drugs to sell in America, man, how could you sell drugs, man? You know? For real, man. So where the drugs come from, man? Woe to him that that giveth his neighbor to drink, man, that putteth his body to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness, man. You know? So while this is systematically designed, man, for the so-called Negro, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Americans, man, to stay slaves, man. You know? It said, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, man. So you crackers gonna drink this cup too, man. You gonna drink 1,000 years of this cup, man. How you got Jake just sitting in there rotting, man, in prisons, man. And a lot of Jakes ain't done nothing, man. Just because they spoke out against you, man. It's Jakes in the prison that know this truth, man. For example, I talked to this one brother, man. I see him all the time in the neighborhood, and I just seen the man. All of a sudden, he started growing his beard. He wasn't lining his hair up. So I just hollered at him and asked him, man. I was like, bro, what you know? I was like, what you been growing your beard out, man? What's going on? You know, I just wanted to see what he was gonna say, man. Then he was like, man, I've been reading and researching, man. He like, man, one of my partners, he been in jail, locked up for a minute, man. He called me and he you know. He basically told me he was the Israelites, man. Started having to put them on scripture, told him to do research, man. You know? So it's an elect in the prison system too, man. But just making a point, man. Our people, man, is for they spoil, they rob, and we are here in prison houses, man. Got over 2 million people locked up, man. You Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. It said, a cup of the Lord's right hand should be turned unto thee, and shameful spirit should be on thy glory, man. So shameful spirit finna be on America's glory, man. She being revealed, man, for all the wickedness that she have committed, man. Go to one more scripture, man, and I'm going to close out, man. It's Isaiah chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, the son of the morning, man? And it's going to the king of Babylon, man, which is the so-called white man. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And the white man done that, man. He got his satellites all throughout the heavens, man. He got his space stations. You know, he got little spots he trying to live at up there, man. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Who is the congregation, man? You Israelites, man. The sides of the north is North America, man. So he's sitting up on us, man. We under him right now, man. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High, man. And that's how they being like the Most High, man. They trying, you know, just with their satellites alone, man. They think they can see over the whole earth at one time, man. It's only for the Most High to do, man. That wasn't for man to do, man. He said, thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, man. And when you look up that word pit, it goes into prison, man. You know? So you're going to be brought down into prison, just like you got all these jakes in prison, man. And you look up that word pit right there. In the Hebrew, I forget the word, but it goes right back into the precept. It goes right back into Isaiah 24, man, and not around the 22nd verse, man, where it say, the Lord gonna punish the host of the high ones, the host of the ones on high, going to the elites. And it's like we're gonna basically going to how we're gonna change them up and bring them to their pits, like I said, that word pit goes into prison, man. So you crackers gonna do 1,000 years of hard bondage slavery, man. It's like you got Jake and these inhumane conditions in the prison system, man. You gonna receive double of that, man. The whole nation of you Edomites, man, and you other nations too, man. Cause y'all take part in this too, man. Y'all making money out those prisons, man. They that see thee should narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right, man. So when you finally brought down low, man, and we change y'all up, man, this is what all other nations gonna say, man, when they see the so-called white man, man. So going into, when they say Lucifer, now you know it's talking about a man, man, that made the earth to tremble and shake kingdoms. How did he do that, man? Through his military might and his power, man. Through his missiles and his bombs, man. That made the world of the wilderness. This another clue. Look at all the wars where the white man had, man. Just look at Syria for instance, man. That was a fruitful that's a real fruitful land over there. But look at it now, man. Since the so-called white man started that war in Syria like 5 years ago, man, it's like a wilderness over there, man. It's like a wilderness over there now, man. And destroyed the cities thereof that opened not the house of his prisoners, man. Right, man. I'm gonna start right there, man. Like I said, man, that opened not the housing of his prisoners, man. The America's prison population just keep growing and growing and growing, man. Keep growing and growing and growing, man. Yeah, America represents 5% of the world's population, man. But they got double the percentage of that of prisoners, man. Shit don't make no sense, man. But it's all that the Lord, like the Lord said, He gonna put His right hand. He gonna put that cup to you, man. You know. Like, but with that, man, you know, I just wanted to do the quick lesson on it, man. You know, cause I came across the article, man. I'm like, okay, it's probably blackouts on it, so I'm gonna do a video on it. Just more proof that who are the Israelites, man. Cause you can't have, and then it said it's more proof of proving who that king of Babylon is, man, which is the so-called white man, because it said he opened not the house of his prisoners, man. You and Jake life without the possibility of parole, man. What kind of shit is that, man? It can be for a drug conviction or something, man. Nothing violent or nothing, man. And you the one, and you the reason behind the drugs, man. being in the neighborhoods, man. You know, or being in America, period, man. You know, so hey, with that, man, so-called crackers, man, you gonna be finna pay for everything you done to us, man. You know, hey, but first and foremost, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that rule well, peace and salutation, to the elect, man. That's around the four corners of the earth, man. You know, shalom.